My wife and I decided to take a Russian language tour around the Golden Ring, as it offered a comprehensive list of attractions to visit over 7 days. I had with me the Lonely Planet guidebook in English. It was very useful, but there were some places it didn't cover: Alexandrov, Myshkin and Martinova.
On the underground using the Troika card, which is a similar idea to the Oyster card, a prepaid card, and the tickets are only 35 rubles instead of 55 if you buy them individually, so they're saving quite a bit using this.
The Moscow Metro, or Underground, first opened in 1935 with 13 stations, and now has over 200, with new ones still being built. It includes the world's deepest station, 270 feet, at Park Pobyedy. The system is a regular and efficient means of transport, carrying over 9.7 million passengers daily. Many stations were designed with patriotic themes such as Polshad Revolucji, Kievskaya, Komsomolskaya, or Novoslobodskaya, and were built to a high specification by leading architects. The metro is now a tourist attraction in its own right. Some of the stations are currently being refurbished, and they're all provided with Wi-Fi and a good air conditioning system.
The underground system is very efficient and it's brought us here to the Hotel Cosmos, which is where we're going to have to find our bus. It's a beautiful sunny day, we found our bus. It's all going to go on time, so we're all ready to go off for our next one.
Vladimir is an ancient capital of northeast Russia and one of the major tourist centres of the famous Golden Ring. Population is about 352,600 and it's situated 184 kilometres northeast of Moscow. It took us about 3 to 4 hours to travel there from Hotel Cosmos in Moscow. Prince Vladimir Monomakh founded the town in 1108. In 1238 and in 1293 the town was destroyed by the Mongols. In 1299 it became the residence of Russian metropolitans.
We're in Vladimir now, and we found this lovely old-fashioned house here with beautiful wooden carving. There's not so many of these left now because people are mostly living in lots of flats, though you do find some out in the country, some of the old dachas still in this style.
Crystal lacquerware and embroidery in Vladimir, and here are some examples of the beautiful lacquerware boxes and icons that they've got here. This is some examples of crystal work, which Vladimir is famous for. In 1781, Vladimir was built according to a regular plan, and today there are more than 200 preserved buildings of the 17th and 19th centuries. Some of its old monuments are UNESCO listed: the Assumption Cathedral and the Golden Gate, built in 1158, and the Cathedral of St. Demetrius, built in 1194. The current Museum of Crystal and Lacquer Miniatures in the former Trinity Church was built in the early 20th century as the last religious building in Vladimir before the Revolution.
shop front with the name on it. They were pioneers in developing new techniques in crystal. The shop front is a recreation, but the contents are all original. Ascension Cathedral, and it's particularly famous for its frescoes inside and the tomb of Alexander Nevsky. A spectacular view from the Assumption Cathedral over the river Kliazma. Behind me you can see St Dimitri's Cathedral, which we're going to go and visit now. St Dimitri's Cathedral was built in the 12th century. It's famous for its wonderful carvings on the outside. And in the middle of this archway here you can see the little figure of King David playing his harp there and charming the birds and animals. It overlooks a lovely park on this side, and on the other side is the river Kliazma. At the top here on the left you can see Prince Cephalod with his baby son on his knee, and 4 other children beside him, 2 kneeling on each side. Zrinski Sobor, or Nativity Monastery, where Alexander Nevsky, the medieval Russian hero, was originally buried. We're in Sobornaya Ploshchad, or Cathedral Square, in Vladimir. Behind me here is the building built in 1906, which is the seat of the Duma, or City Council. The building opposite, in a similar style, which is now a bank, is a fairly modern one.
Bogolyubovo is located 10 kilometers northeast of Vladimir and has a population of 4,500. It was founded between 1158 and 1165 by Prince Andrei Bogolyubsky. Following a miraculous vision, Bogolyubsky founded the church and monastery on the spot where the Neri River joins the Kliazma. Since 1992, the Church of the Intercession on the Neri has been a UNESCO World Heritage Monument.
Bogolyubovo, built in the 18th century. Also on this site are remains of a palace built in the 1150s by Prince Andrei Bogolyubsky, when, according to legend, his horses wouldn't go any further. there's still an active inhabited monastery, and you can see behind me they're growing their own food here. In the distance is another church built by Prince Andrei Bogolyubovo in the 12th century, the Church of the Intercession on the Neri, and the story is that it was built by him to commemorate the murder of his son by the Bulgars.
Suzdal is situated 26 kilometres north of Vladimir on the Kamenka River and has a population of around 11,000. It's one of the oldest towns of the Golden Ring, dating back to 1024. In the 12th century, it became the capital of the Rostov-Suzdal Principality. In 1157, Prince Andrei Bogolyubovo moved the capital from Suzdal to Vladimir, but it remained a major trading centre even after Mongol invasions. In the 17th century, wealthy merchants built 30 or 40 charming churches, and at one point the town had 40 churches for 400 families. Today it is a major tourist attraction with over 305 listed historic buildings, including 14 bell towers and 5 monasteries.
We've arrived in Suzdal. This is the Hotel Suzdal where we are staying. Suzdal, and we're in the old market square, and along the side of a row of old shops, Togovny Riad, trading row literally, and just the other side of the street here is our hotel, the Sokol Hotel, which is a 3-star, but a very nice hotel, very sweet, comfortable rooms.
How do you find the room?
It's really nice, it's sweet. It's much nicer than I was expecting. Much bigger than I was expecting.